Good evening out there, Twitchland! Welcome to Thursday. It is Destiny time, and I've got the TWAB queued up here. I want to start off by going through some of the information revealed today. I'm gonna distill it down. By all means, you should go and read the TWAB for yourself, but we're just going to talk about some things I want to pick and pull out of each of the sections. So, the first is about the power progression for this upcoming season of the hunt. The soft cap will now be 1200. The hard cap is 1250, and the max power pinnacle cap will be 1260. So that's about what I was thinking. 1260 is our new goal for max power. Another interesting point is that they are raising the floor of the game to 1050. So they're saying here, when you first log in next season, all of your weapons and armor will be at 1250 power or higher. If you have anything already over 1050, it will be unchanged. Anything under that will be brought up to 1050. Was I saying 1250 before? 1050. The new floor is 1050. All new players will start at 1050 as well. Now, here's the thing I'm wondering about. I have some concerns about this because I had said earlier, if we start raising the floor of the game, we're going to have some problems when it comes to Sunset, aren't we? So, here's what I want to know. Does that mean that all of those activities and stuff are coming up to 1050? Or is the vanilla, power floor of Destiny still 750 for those activities, and then everybody just gets the bump to 1050? That's what I don't understand. And I have concerns. But I suppose even if a weapon is sunset at, say, 1060, as we progress through the game and the power gets higher and higher, so sunset weapons just stay at the floor. That's the way I'm taking it. I just worry because they're not saying so. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's enough about that. We'll worry about that when we get there. Powerful rewards changes. Now, there weren't a lot of specific details in here, but the gist is that there's a change coming that will give you a chance to earn powerful rewards from Strikes, Gambit, Crucible, and the seasonal drops all the way up to the hard cap, right, which would be our 1250 cap. The powerful reward sources, the system we've been used to, is still going to be the fastest way. But if you just want to play Strikes or you want to play Crucible all day or whatever it is, you're going to have a powerful reward system to help you out instead of feeling like you're wasting your time or having to do stuff that you don't want to do, is basically what it comes down to. So I really, really, really like that. And like they said, the thing that they were thinking about is that they're hoping it helps with bringing your power up during that time when you're still closer to the soft cap, and completing powerful sources like the Ordeal is really difficult. And that, that's always been what my problem is, right? The extra time this season made it easier for me to reach the cap, but is we can't really do this part yet, and so we're kind of stuck. So it just gives you a little more of a layer, right? It's just not the fastest. Another thing is tokens and collections, and this is a change that I had a feeling was coming. Starting next season, gear received from collections and turning in tokens will have a lower power than in previous seasons. It will be 20 power below your power level if you get it through a token purchase, and collection buybacks will be capped at 1050. Ouch, but I understand. I do. But oh boy, all those Vanguard tokens I saved. Shaking my head. Then why do we have them? But, But you know what? It's okay because the way I look at it, like, okay, so Tokis won't help you move up anymore, but like, um, if you have a dead spot, like you got arms that are super low, you know. Well, no, actually, no, I take that back. They're utterly useless because 1050 is the new floor. I keep forgetting about that. So, literally, they do nothing. Huh. That's not good. Oh well. C'est la vie. But, I mean, you know, if the other things, like they're talking about these new ways of getting powerful drops and different stuff like that too, and they seem to be trying to create this sustained way to move up. And so, you know, we shouldn't be standing in the tower for 2, 3, 4 hours turning in Tokis, should we? That's not the best way to play. And I have to admit, you know, I've done that to try to fill a gap or whatever it is, but I don't particularly find it fun. I'm not gonna lie about that, so I can't say that I'm mad. I don't know. I don't always like, you know, being dictated to about what avenue I can take. If somebody wants to sit there and fucking turn in tokens, and let them do it. I don't know. You still had to earn the tokens, didn't you? That's all I'm saying about that. But okay. Economy changes. So a lot of us, I know, have been wondering about, you know, what happens to the currencies from the planets that are going to the DCV. We've got an answer right there. So for Season of the Hunt, you'll be spending those currencies as normal. So we've got another season with them being valid, so to speak. Starting in Season 13, Phase Glass, Alkane, Simulation Seeds, and Seraphite won't be accepted by vendors. But you will be able to exchange them with Spider for Glimmer. You will get your best value out of these materials by spending them a different way. But I mean, it's kind of like what I've been doing now, right? Like I go to the exchange and I get a bunch of it and then I use it to spend however I want to spend on like upgrade modules and stuff like that. And I just don't have to think about spending it, right? Because I can just spend it. It doesn't matter. The planets are going away. So basically what it means is keep doing what I've been doing this season and like, you know, spend with abandon, right? Just spend them. Because if you get left with any of it, you get some Glimmer and it's not as good a value. But hey, at least you can trade it for Glimmer too. I think that's nice. I like that. Let's see. And there are going to be items removed from your inventory at the end of Season of Arrivals. Things like faction tokens. Unfortunately, guys, I know it's sad you're going to lose your expired ramen coupon. I know I'm going to be taking a screenshot here as soon as I'm done yakking. Yeah, it basically it has to do with updates and things that they're doing to clean the game out. That stuff's going away. They never ended up with a purpose, so they're getting cleaned out. There is a full list of items that will be removed from your inventory. Most of it is stuff related to activities and places that are not going to exist anymore. So it's pretty common sense, except for like the ramen coupon. All of it is pretty common sense. The next subject is bounties. So they've already made shifts to the seasonal bounties and reduced their importance on earning seasonal currency and seasonal progress. Okay. But they still want to continue to improve the bounty system. So I don't know if that means we're not going to get as much XP. I don't know. The hoarding we've done may be completely useless. Not sure. That paragraph makes me wonder. They go on to say one of the plans we previewed was to eventually replace weekly bounties with a new mechanism to provide players with a set of non-expiring and account-scoped objectives each week that will grant lots of season rank progress. So I'm fine with that. I would much rather trade for that, to be honest, and have the time I spend playing without those strings attached actually be of some more value. We're definitely shifting towards that, so I'm happy with that. They said we're still working on that system and we'll share more on it before its targeted release of season 13. So again, things are not going to change that much for season 12, but I mean, it sounds like changes to seasonal bounties and reducing their importance. Okay, so I get what they're talking about. I think they're specifically talking about like how in Season of the Worthy and this season we do the like we did the stuff at the bunkers and we did the stuff at the recaster. I think that's specifically what they're talking about. And honestly, I mean, clearly what we did this season was great because after I got to a certain point, and it happened relatively fast, I completely stopped doing those bounties. They just didn't matter anymore. So I think that part has been a success, if that indeed is what they're referring to there. And I really liked what I read about the season pass, guys. So buckle up for this one because this is cool. Mostly the season pass is staying the same. But a big change they're making, and hallelujah, praise the Lord, I have been asking for this. Bright Dust is being added to the season pass. And they said, they wanted to change the way we earn Bright Dust and move towards account-specific paths, a way to significantly earn more Bright Dust. And this is really designed for people that, don't have 3 characters. And maybe they don't want 3 characters. And I gotta be honest with you guys. Now, I love all the classes and they all have things to offer. But again, I work full-time. I'm busy. Even if I wasn't, I do get tired of doing the character round robin to try to earn what I want to save up. And it is exhausting to actually, let's say I had gone into Festival of the Lost and I wanted to get as much Bright Dust as I needed to buy all the armor sets, right? That would have been extremely exhausting. Not gonna lie. And that's a problem to me. So here is the top level look at the changes that they're making for next season, which is that the free path is going to give us a total of 7,500 Bright Dust. Okay. The paid path will give you 3,000 more. And weekly bounties are going to award 100 Bright Dust each. And I think that is excellent. And, I mean, basically what that will do is make it so that when I can't get to my other characters, it's fine. The earning level will be great. And I won't feel that pressure to round robin. I can do it if I want to, but there's not that pressure of having to. And I think I can start to be a little less stingy with my Bright Dust. Truth be told. So I'm really looking forward to that a lot. It goes without saying that I would like to buy a little less silver than I did this season. If I put the time in, I should be able to. You know what I mean? And I've paid for plenty because I believe in spending some silver to help support the game. I just don't want to feel like I have to because there's no reasonable way to ever earn enough Bright Dust. I don't want all the things. I just want enough for the handful of things. And if I've been doing a lot of spending, then I'll throw some real money their way and help out. I think that's fair, right? And they say that with these changes, the vast majority of players will be earning more Bright Dust than before. One of our goals is to not have a system that pushes you to try and grind out every weekly bounty on all 3 characters every single week. And that's basically what I was talking about. Whether you're a 3-character player or you only play 1, Bright Dust will be more available when earning ranks on the Season Pass. Yeah. And they were also saying they're going to make a change to the timing of the Season Pass rank boosts, I think. And they said they're going to make those available in week 5 instead of week 9. So that's kind of cool. If you really get stuck behind and you want to bump, it's going to be available earlier. So we have more plans for improving how you earn Bright Dust coming in Season 13, and we'll continue to monitor your feedback. So I would assume that's that, account and gameplay focused thing that they haven't quite baked yet, which is great. Now, they go on to talking about some changes to Spider that I thought were really, really, really cool. The first thing is that Spider's not going to sell legendary shards anymore. And they're saying that they removed it because it was pretty much not getting used a lot, especially compared to the other exchanges. And it's like, yeah, because for one, it wasn't really a worthwhile exchange ever. And secondly, it's redundant when, you scrap stuff and get shards. So I agree with them that it's an easy decision to free up space for something better. Absolutely. So instead of legendary shards, Spider's going to have enhancement prisms, which I thought is dope. And it'll be 400 shards per prism, which I really like paying that price a lot more than what we've been doing now, like at the gunsmith. Right? So I'm all for that. I think that's cool. And then they also reevaluated the enhancement core exchange. They got rid of the ascending cost mechanism and instead put a limit of 5 cores a day. And that is at 30 legendary shards each, which is significantly cheaper than the ascending cost that we have now for that same amount of 5. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. It's like a total of 150 shards for 5 cores instead of the current 310. Those are the actual numbers. Not bad. And then here's another thing that I got super, super excited about. I think it's long overdue. I'm glad to hear this was listened to, which is that the Speed Demon mod for Ghosts is not going to be coming forward into Beyond Light because all Sparrows are going to summon instantly. That, oh, so very much needed to have it. I'm just reading here real quick. Newly created Sparrows will no longer roll Transmat Preloader. So you have a chance to get a different perk now. And they said, any Sparrow you've already collected that has Transmat Preloader, you can reroll if you want. Or you can leave it the way it is, and it's fine. I don't care about Sparrow perks, to be honest. But for those of you that do, that is really nice to see. Really nice to see. Because it should have been done a long time ago. So instant summon on Sparrows. So excited about that. And then there was a note here on Eververse, and I thought this was cool for the upcoming season of the Hunt Bright engrams. They're going to contain Eververse content from Season 1 up to 3 seasons prior to the current season, excluding any content from special events like Festival of the Lost Dawning, etc. So, meaning like in Season 12, next season, you'll have content from Seasons 1 through 9, because 10, 11, and the current are the previous 3, right? Season 13, engrams will contain all content from Seasons 1 through 10. So we're going to have an even better opportunity to fill out stuff we haven't collected from those prior seasons. And I think that 3-season buffer is really fair. Right? I mean, that's cool. And so, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. And I think that's really, really good news. I'm super happy with that. And I want to conclude this little chat session here with a note that I saw on Twitter today. I retweeted this earlier. DMG was saying, per Luke Smith, you don't need to have armor pieces in your vault when Transmog goes live for them to be eligible. It is collection based. Free up some vault space. So there you have it, folks. One of our most asked questions for all of us fashionistas out here, and just those of us that are attached to some particular armor sets. You do not need to have the armor on you. You will be able to do those transmogs from collection. Confirmed from Luke Smith today. Okay. Lots of good news. So with that, let's get ourselves down to